You probably don't know me, but odds are you feel bad for me. You see, I'm Prospector's wife, Tara. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that poor woman. The truth is, he's the sweetest guy. Most of the time. But when he starts rambling, yeah, you have no idea. It's actually far worse than you can imagine. Here's a little taste of my world. It's time for Prospector's Picky Pet Peeves on Rock 107.
Preseason football is football with all the convenience removed. First, try watching a game live in the preseason. Why is it so hard? I've got 5 streaming services, 3 sports apps, cable television that's smart enough to listen to my conversations, but I can't watch a preseason NFL game happening as it happens? No, it's delayed or blacked out or buried down a channel called NFL Auxiliary Plus or available on Tuesday at 4 in the morning. What are they hiding? It's preseason football. Nobody's protecting the Zapruder film here. Let me watch the backup quarterback overthrow a future car salesman, for crying out loud.
Good Lord.
And getting stuck with the other team's announcers. Yeah, when you do find the game, next thing you know, it's a bunch of homers for the team you're not interested in. And every 4-yard completion is a glimpse of greatness. This kid's got something special. Yeah, he's 3rd and 6 against 9 guys who are going to be peddling investments come Labor Day. Meanwhile, your QB throws a touchdown and they act like somebody spilled iced tea in the booth.
Nobody cares.
And finally, people who buy the hype on players way too fast. He looked great. Oh, he's amazing. They need to put him on the first string. Yeah, of course he looked great. He's playing against guys who won't make the practice squad in 3 weeks. Your rookie running back broke 6 tackles because 4 defenders were already thinking about how to update their LinkedIn profiles. At the end of August, fans have got the next Tom Brady, the next Barry Sanders, 3 future Hall of Famers. Then the regular season starts and suddenly Mr. Great Player can't handle the snap and conveniently has a hamstring injury. Preseason football, all the analysis of the NFL, almost none of the NFL players.
Seriously? You think that was bad? Try living with him. Love you, honey. Mean it.
But fall used to arrive when the leaves changed. But now it arrives when your coffee starts tasting like a craft store.
Good morning. This is the Prospector Show on Rock 107. Pumpkin spice season has officially started, even though the air conditioner is still running and the pumpkins are still trying to become pumpkins.
Yeah, I mean, they're not there yet, Kate, but people don't care. It's fall, for crying out loud, as far as they're concerned. They've already pulled out the pine cone decorations. They lit a candle called Autumn Hayride and started wearing flannel in the house that's set to 68 degrees.
Nothing captures the spirit of fall like artificially creating fall indoors.
But here's the question for pumpkin spice latte people. PSL fam, do you care if there's actual pumpkin in the drink?
Because several big chains don't even use any.
Yeah, that's the truth. Krispy Kreme, they use what they call pumpkin spice sauce, but they'll tell you right there ain't no real pumpkin in that.
McDonald's lists fructose, water, propylene glycol, caramel color, and natural flavor. So there's no pumpkin.
And that sounds less like a coffee and more like something you're going to pour into the radiator.
Seriously.
You know? I mean, nothing says I don't like drinking something that sounds flammable. Feel free.
Dutch Bros reportedly uses...
Dutch Bros is
a coffee chain.
Western kind of thing, right?
I had it for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it was... You know.
Okay. It was coffee. Fine. I got you.
They reportedly use syrups that contain no real pumpkin.
Okay. Like, you could taste real pumpkin under 6 pumps of syrup and whipped cream anyway. Come on, it's not going to happen.
It's buried in there somewhere.
Sure.
Dunkin's pumpkin drinks in previous years had pumpkin flavor, but no pumpkin listed in the ingredients.
It's like a pumpkin tribute band.
Starbucks,
ladies and gentlemen, the Gourds.
Starbucks does use pumpkin puree now, but it didn't when the pumpkin spice latte debuted in 2003.
Okay.
They added the real pumpkin back in 2015.
So for like 12 years, a decade plus, the pumpkin was like played by natural flavoring, and before that it was just hot sugar wearing a scarf.
And to be fair, pumpkin pie spice doesn't actually contain pumpkin either.
Right.
It's usually got just cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves.
Right. I mean, because then you put that into the pie mixed with the puree, and all of a sudden it becomes pumpkin pie. Apparently, the only thing pumpkin spice needs less than fall weather is pumpkin now. I guess that's the deal. Pumpkin spice is a fall tradition. It's as fake as the people who make fall their entire personality.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A woman in Italy almost lost a lottery ticket worth over $1 million after she mistakenly threw it away. Apparently, the ticket scanner at a local shop said it was non-payable, and she assumed that meant it wasn't a winner. What she didn't realize is that could also mean the prize is too large to be redeemed in the shop. A family member recognized the numbers as the one she always played and let her know. She'd already thrown the ticket out with her trash. Luckily, with the help of local garbage men, she searched through an entire truckload of garbage and after hours of work, recovered the ticket. The winning ticket was found miraculously still in one piece.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
It's that time of year where grown men everywhere are staring at rosters. They believe, this could win me the championship. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector.
Good morning, I'm Kate. Fantasy football draft season is when grown men spend 3 hours building a team and then immediately blame the Wi-Fi.
If I had a better signal, I would have got my pick in sooner. I would have got that player I was looking for. Look, some people feel great about their teams and others are already preparing excuses for finishing dead last.
Because nothing helps you forget a bad draft like something that probably helped cause it.
We found it. It's fantasy football draft beer.
Was your fantasy football draft a bust? And now you're stuck with Shedeur Sanders as quarterback, Chuba Hubbard as running back, and the Tennessee Titans defense? Why not numb your pain with alcohol? Introducing Fantasy Football Draft Beer. The only beer with the right blend of hops, barley, and alcohol to make you forget about starting wide receiver Lad McConkey. Yes, that's an actual NFL player.
My wife already hates this time of year. But now that I'm also drunk, she's completely miserable. Right, honey?
Get a job.
Best of all, if you're unsatisfied with fantasy football draft beer, you can resell it to a fan whose real-life team is a train wreck.
Jets, this has got to be our year.
Fantasy football draft beer. Find it in grocery stores, mini-marts, and Tony Romo's car.
Prospector can be a little hot-headed. Sometimes he can be selfish. He labors to get through most social interactions.
Sometimes you can be kind of a jerk.
Today, he asked the question, am I a jerk? On Rock 107.
All right, am I a jerk? So I'm at Dunkin' Saturday morning. The guy in front of me has ordered something, and it's so-and-so in change, 22 cents change, right? So he starts going through his pockets. He's like, he has the cash, the physical dollar bills, but then he's like, nothing, empty.
The money Macarena, yeah.
Absolutely. Can't come up with the cash. All of a sudden, he's like, well, and he goes, he reaches into the tip jar and takes a quarter out. And I'm like, whoa, you can't do that, buddy. That's stealing. He's like, mind your own business. I'm like, I just saw you steal her tip. That makes it my business. I'll give you $1. You can pay for the coffee or whatever and apologize. Put the rest in her tip jar. He says, I don't need your charity. And I snap back, well, obviously you do. You're an effing jerk. And he walks out of there. So I'm asking, trying to help the guy here, but am I a jerk?
Michael from your Facebook, not a jerk. He wouldn't accept your charity, but he was perfectly comfortable taking the employee's money without asking.
There you go. We could just end it right there. Michael nails it. Amanda texted, not a jerk. He offered him $1 and a chance to make it right. He chose to leave. Thank you, Amanda and Michael, for being reasonable individuals.
Okay, but Christopher from your Twitter has my back. Yeah. Jerk, you were right to stop him, but making him apologize like a 5-year-old was a bit much.
You do something wrong, you apologize for it. Whether 5-year-old or 55-year-old, you should know that, for crying out loud. Look, I do a lot of things wrong in my life. You know what I try to do every time I do something wrong? Apologize. Hey, you know what? It's my fault. I'm sorry. Here's, let me fix that. Blah, 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 blah. Especially when it's something in public. I want people to know. But let's figure this out. We're going to the rock lines. Am I a jerk?
That's terrible. That's like dipping his hand into her pocket. That's a tip jar. That's not a give a penny, take a penny.
Exactly. I don't even know how we thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, no, that's the total. He's the total jerk in this one, not you.
Rock 107.
I have to go and say you're not the jerk. He's the jerk.
And now I got to go edit so I don't get fired, so maybe we're all jerks. All right, let's try to keep the beat button to a minimum here today.
Keep it PG.
Is he a jerk? That's me. Am I a jerk? Well, what's the deal?
Melissa from your Instagram, not a jerk. The chip jar belonged to the employees. It wasn't the emergency coffee fund.
Texted into the rock lines, not a jerk. He stole a quarter and somehow acted like you were the one insulting his dignity. Thank you.
Nicole from your Facebook, jerk. Once you said, obviously you do, that stopped being about helping the clerk and became about winning.
I think he became about winning when he said, I don't need your charity. But okay, 36 minutes after 8, we're still trying to figure this out. Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
You are not a jerk, my brother. Oh, my God. That man was stealing. I don't care if it's a quarter, a dime, a penny. He was stealing. You offered a helping hand. He's the jerk, not you.
Rock 107.
I'm going to tell you why you're half of a jerk.
Okay, so tell us how Prospector is half a jerk.
I'm the same way as you. I wouldn't tolerate somebody stealing in front of me, especially for someone working hard for barely any wages at all. But you don't know, that guy every day may tip $1, and today he just ran short. So he figured, I get a quarter next tomorrow, I'll take care of them.
I don't care if you tip every day. Don't make it a slush fund. You're not allowed to dip back in, okay? Unless every day when you're going, look, this is just in case I'm short in a couple of days. Even then, you're still wrong. Okay.
Heather from your Instagram, not a jerk. You offered enough money to pay for his order and leave a tip. That was more generous than he deserved.
You're a jerk. Text it in the rock lines. You turned 22 cents into a Saturday morning public trial. Sure. Okay. I'm okay with that one.
Jessica from your Facebook, not a jerk. People count on those tips. The amount doesn't matter.
Thank you, Jessica. Out of the rock lines one last time. Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
I'm saying not a jerk. I would have done the same thing. And, wow, you offered them like free money. Yeah, what is wrong with that guy?
Rock 107.
Yeah, Prospector. No, I don't think, you know what? You know, that's a crime. Stealing somebody's tip money, that's a crime. He could have, had the cops called on him.
Rock 107.
No jerk.
No jerk. Oh, perfectly good.
If you were ahead of that guy, that could have been your tip money that was taken.
See, that's a good point, right?
That is a valid point.
All right, see, we're making points now. What do we got?
All right, Eric from your Facebook, not a jerk. He left because he knew he was wrong. Calling you a name was just his exit music.
All right, in the question today of am I a jerk for offering to give the guy the change he needed and a little left over to tip the person when he started to reach into the tip jar, but then saying, I don't need your charity, snapping back, well, obviously you do. According to you, Northeast PA, overwhelmingly, 94% to 6%.
All right.
No, I am not a jerk.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Something can be a crime, even if it's kind of funny, too. A 26-year-old man in the United Kingdom was arrested after dressing as the Grim Reaper and climbing out of the roof of a hospital to stare at visitors and staff. His name is Leon Gillespie, and he wasn't just wearing the black hood and cloak. He also appeared to be holding some kind of long blade. It's unclear if it was an actual scythe or sickle or if it was just a prop. Leon was later charged with causing a nuisance or disturbance without reasonable excuse. This actually happened back in June, but he just pled guilty and was handed a $300 fine. It's also unclear why he did it, assuming he wasn't actually there to collect people's souls after they passed. Leon also has some small crimes on his record, like earlier this year, he was caught stealing around $50 worth of cat food and litter. A couple months later, he also stole foods and drinks from a convenience store.
Nominee number 2.
Here's an expensive way to prove you're a D-bag. An 18-year-old in California named Tyler Mule has admitted to repeatedly kicking a sea lion. The whole thing was caught on video and went viral. Now Tyler has pleaded guilty to violating the Federal Marine Mammal Protection Act. Under federal law, knowingly violating the act can carry up to 1 year behind bars and a fine of up to $100,000, which means kicking a defenseless animal for whatever stupid reason he had could turn into one very expensive lesson.
And the winner is
the moron who repeatedly kicked a sea lion. It was caught on video, and now you've been caught and will probably pay a hefty fine. And you're the Yam Bag of the Day. And we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. That's your Prospector Prime Coats podcast, the stuff we're legally allowed to replay. Thanks for listening, and remember, if you want the full experience, the stuff that almost gets us in trouble with the boss, you gotta wake up with us. Weekday mornings starting at 5:30 on Rock 107.